What's up, everyone? I am finally back from having no internet to having a slight glimpse of internet to having no internet again, and now I have internet again. So hopefully nothing crazy happened in One Piece while I was gone. Oh, well, I knew this would happen. Like, obviously, this moment was very, very hype, but I don't know how I feel about this happening. So, obviously, for anyone who is an anime only, leave instantly. This is like the holy grail of spoilers that is about to be talked about in this video. So, if you're anime only, dip out as fast as possible because I'm going full on manga up-to-date spoilers throughout this whole video. So, okay, I'm just going to be blunt right now. This was a bit of an L on Toei's part because obviously the actual reveal of Zoro's Conqueror's Haki was really, really cool. I thought it was a very well-deserved moment, especially because of the intensity of the battle he was having with Big Mom and Kaido, and it felt really deserved that Zoro got this great moment after finally getting to attack Kaido as sort of a revenge for what he did to Yasui earlier on in the arc. And I don't know, having this moment with all of these basically fodder characters just have that reveal, it felt very much so that the moment was made insignificant almost. Obviously it wasn't fully insignificant because it obviously was really cool looking, especially with the red and black silhouette shot that they did with it. But personally, I felt as though this opportunity of the reveal was almost wasted on such of a kind of unimportant moment. Now, don't get me wrong, I obviously think that the moment was good, especially with the end scene. I remember that look that Luffy gave all of the Beast Pirate kind of fodder characters around when they were talking about how Ibisu Town was just completely basically destroyed. And I thought it was a really powerful moment because it gave, especially in the anime actually, a big recap of why they're there in the first place. We get to see Tama and all the things she did for Luffy and how the real people of Wano are getting tortured by Kaido's forces, and it reinforces the emotional core of the arc very well. Now, again, this is a really good moment, and I think that is the kind of turning point that sets the action into motion on Onigashima. But I feel as though that roof piece and everything that happens there should not have been altered or at least led up to in presumptions like what happened here. I thought that the episode was pretty alright. I know I didn't post a reaction to it like I did the last two, but I don't know, for me it felt like there wasn't as much movement going on in the episode that had me really invested to talk about it. And from the things they added, I did like some of the crew moments that they had with them, kind of having some nice banter between them obviously, but I felt as though that the moments that I was longing for to have some really high-paced action and just anticipation in general obviously wasn't there in this episode because, again, it's just setting up for Onigashima to actually get into high gear and begin. Now, I know when Roof Piece begins, oh, that's going to be a weekly action-filled just blessing. But at this point, I'm not thinking I'm going to be reacting to the episodes weekly unless I have a really good idea of, oh, that scene could happen, because I kind of want to see how the anime interprets these scenes. I personally am a bit worried, I guess, in regards to this kind of stuff, because this Zoro reveal was such an epic moment in the manga where we got to see it finally. And it was honestly kind of mysterious because we weren't sure if it was Odin's kind of leftover haki from Enma, or maybe Enma itself had some weird ability related to being able to cut Kaido in some way, kind of similar to Conqueror's Haki coding, which we learn after. And I don't know, there's literally even a scene, a few chapters, meaning a few, like relatively, it'll probably be like 20 to 30 episodes, but down the line where Onigashima is actually lifted up into the air by Kaido, and people are thinking that Zoro is using Conqueror's Haki, and he says, "You know I didn't do this, right?" Which many people interpreted as having, you know, Oda be a bit of a troll and kind of say that Zoro could have Conqueror's Haki, but he's like, "No, I don't." I don't know. I feel like that moment won't land as hard and have the satisfying payoff of him actually having Conqueror's Haki on the rooftop. But again, that's just me. I am just a bit worried on how exactly the anime is going to try and pace these moments, because there are so many good payoffs they've done, like when it revealed that the shadow that was staring at Robin and Jinbei while they were alone was actually Yamato. And Yamato has gotten a lot of focus early on from presumably having a very, very high placement on the character poll, which again, I will assume that these characters that are high on the character poll will definitely have some stellar moments added to the anime in Wano, and I'm hoping that some of these moments get more fleshed out, but at the same time, I hope they don't kind of ruin the latter moments and the latter reveals by kind of just shooting early, giving these reveals too early for the real moments to not feel as satisfying. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the anime's early reveal of Zoro having Conqueror's Haki, and I'm curious what you all think of this early reveal as well. Personally, I'm a bit nervous, as I've said before, with how other things will be revealed, but I still have some faith, obviously, in the anime because it's been done really, really well, and the pacing has been pretty solid thus far. So, hope you enjoyed the video, and now I'm actually back to making videos, so hope to see you all later on this week. Have a good one.